Did you know that women are becoming some of the best scientists in the world? Hi, my name is Leonard, and I am an intern working at the University of Georgia in Tifton under the 2023 Young Scholars program. In this video, I will be conducting interviews to introduce you to some of the many amazing women working in agricultural STEM careers.
So one day I was reading a magazine called Magnolia Journal, and I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do in life. Basically, my husband is a farmer and already had citrus and pecan trees on our farm, and so I was trying to find, a little something that I could do. And so anyways, I had researched a bunch of crops and I came across flowers, and this magazine article was about a flower farmer and this flower farm that she had, and I was just taken back by all the beauty that was in all of the pages in the magazine. And so I did some research, and that's where it all started.
My passion for agriculture, I was raised in it, and the educational aspect, being able to teach students about new and exciting opportunities, attracted me to what I'm doing now.
Yeah, so I worked on a ranch for several years, and part of that I fought weeds all the time, and I realized there were no really great solutions for weeds, especially on a ranch. And so I found out you can actually, go to school and get a career in finding solutions for that. So that got me interested in that. And so that's what I ended up pursuing.
So I took a 6-week course that kind of taught me how to plant flowers and grow flowers and things like that. But my marketing degree that I had did help me, like advertising and like getting the product into the consumer's hands. So even though I didn't go to school specifically for flower farming, what I did go to school for, I'm still using today.
Formal educational background was my doctorate of veterinary medicine from the University of Georgia's College of Veterinary Medicine. My undergrad formal education then would be from ABAC as well as from UGA's animal science area. Non-formal education, though, is really as important as your formal, and that would include participation in educational activities with 4-H and FFA, field trips, networking. That's really the important part that gets you, at the end of the day, really the job.
Yes, so I have a PhD in weed science specifically, so that really prepared me for the job I have now. But my undergraduate was actually not even in a science degree or background. It was in communication. And I think that really played hand in hand with my PhD degree, because those skills are really important to have just in any job. So the two of those together really played a role in it.
Definitely try to find part-time job or an internship, maybe like at a nursery, so that you can learn all about all kinds of different plants and flowers and pests and things that they like to eat that make them grow. So you can just learn as much knowledge as you can. And nurseries, I feel like you get like a broad view of all different kinds of things, not just flowers, but it'll help you in the long run. And then also, you could definitely start with a pack of seeds in your house today, in your flower beds. Just plant 1 or 2 seeds, or even start them in a little styrofoam cup, and just, document the process, and, just learn by just getting started. Taking the first step is the first step.
Again, it goes back to the non-formal education. You can get a formal education, but it's the participation and within your industry, and it's the contacts that you make. If you do want to go into this, I would highly suggest having a mentor. And if you don't really know what you do want to do, find multiple mentors, investigate different opportunities.
Yes, I would say get to know people in the field that you're pursuing. That, for my whole career and all the jobs that I've had, that's been the most important, because I've never really like blindly applied for jobs in these fields that I work in now. It's all been who I've connected with, who I've known. And so I would say pursue internships and just meet people. And then that's going to be able to get you into the field you want to go into as you make those connections.
I enjoy being surrounded by flowers and all of the color and all of the beauty that's out there. It's very calm and peaceful in the mornings before everyone gets to work and the sun's coming up and the flowers have, like, you know, the dew on it. It's just a very peaceful environment to work in.
The part of the job I enjoy the most is seeing our students graduate and get a job in agriculture or whatever field that they do want to go into. That's the most satisfying aspect to it. But I do enjoy working with the live animal end of what I do also with the cattle herd here at ABAC.
All right, are there
I enjoy bringing solutions to customers. When we can offer a new solution that's better than what is out there and help someone solve a really big problem that they have, that's what I love.
Well, I think everybody says, you know, it's harder than I thought it was. And so I definitely had that. It was definitely harder than I thought it was going to be. But other than that, I think I had prepared myself pretty much for what was to come. I knew it was going to be hot. I knew it was going to be hard work. It wasn't going to be easy. I knew there were going to be bugs. You know, if you don't like bugs, you definitely don't want to do something where you're outside. So I would say the only thing that I didn't expect was for it to be as hard as it is, but it is rewarding at the same time, or I wouldn't do it, you know.
Not really. Every day is a little bit different, and that's what I kind of expected it to be. There's always going to be challenges with whatever it is that you do, but the reality is pretty much what I expected it to be.
Yeah. Yes, absolutely. So I thought going into this, we're going to do all this cool science. We're going to come up with these really cool things. And that happens. We get to do science and it's fun and we come up with cool things. But not all of those things ever get to become what we call an end-use product, a product we can sell to the customer. There's a lot of hurdles that our discoveries have to go through before they can become a solution. And so even though we might find something that we as scientists think are really cool, it may be cost prohibitive to make, or maybe it wouldn't be really widely adopted by our customers or something like that. And so it will get shut down. And so I didn't realize that was the process when I kind of first went into this. I thought you would just kind of do all this cool science and then all of it would, you know, go somewhere.
So our workplace culture is definitely family oriented. I have two sons who are in 4th grade and 6th grade, and they work our U-Pick. They help me harvest, they help me package, they help me deliver. So they see the whole aspect of flower farming. They help me seed. So they're there from the very beginning, and then my husband also helps us with spraying for pests and things like that. So it's really a family-run operation. And then we do have people that work for us that aren't in our immediate family, but they definitely do feel like family.
Well, for example, us doing this, working with Dr. Lisa Baxter at the University of Georgia, every day I collaborate with our other animal science faculty here at ABAC. We're planning curriculum, we're planning activities. I collaborate with my husband, who's the beef herd manager here, with activities. I deal with other industry professionals, and again, specialists from the University of Georgia, extension people. That's a collaboration that has to occur every day to stay very relevant with what we're teaching.
Yes, so specifically in the role I work in, you do need a PhD in some sort of an agriculture field. So that could be plant pathology or weed science or entomology or any other general agriculture degree, but a PhD is required.
Never let anybody tell you that you can't do something, because flower farming is something that you don't see a lot. It's not like a known profession, you know, that people do. And so people may say, flower farming, why would you do that? You know, just don't let people discourage you from chasing after your dreams and meeting your goals, because I mean, I took, you know, a little seed out of a packet and I've turned it in, you know, to a pretty big business. And so I think you can do anything. You've just got to get your mind right and don't let people tell you that you can't.
Figure out what your passions are and then find people in those fields and see what it's like so that you know what those jobs are like that you might want to pursue. It may change your mind and you may find actually new careers that you didn't know exist. I definitely didn't know a weed scientist was a thing when I was growing up. And then I found it to be a really fun and rewarding career. So definitely explore and find new things that you didn't even know were options.
Now that you know a little more about these women, I hope that you will acknowledge the opportunities that you have in agricultural STEM careers. If you would, please provide feedback in the comment section below. Goodbye.